Hi, I'm Desmond Fambrini. I'm a learning specialist and own an education firm. I also do social media, and every Thursday I go live and answer some live questions, and then I make them into fun little YouTube videos, which you are seeing now. Luckily, I can add some like effects. I'll put like fireworks or watch nothing be there. We're going to be answering random questions rapid fire just to see if, any general knowledge that I could share, or just giving my personal opinion on a couple things. First things, do I believe in Asperger's? This is kind of a type, quote unquote, of autism. We used to talk about autism as high functioning and low functioning. We found that somewhat derogatory. We now say it in levels, level 1, 2, and 3. When it comes to Asperger's, though, we do have a very specific profile when it comes to autism that kind of went with the Asperger's diagnosis. We did X that out in the community due to the fact that it was a Nazi scientist who had favorites when it came to the autistic people that he studied, and he did name those after himself. So that's why we kind of got rid of this diagnosis. But what does it mean when it comes to Asperger's? Well, it does have kind of that social issue and some of those other autistic qualities with others somewhat being absent. So do I believe it is a thing? Yeah. Does it need a new name? Absolutely. Do your students get in trouble for using ChatGPT? I am a huge fan of AI. There's a lot of studies right now saying that the AI is making brains smaller. Don't really understand the neuroscience behind that as somebody that did study neuroscience for a while. I don't really think we've been using it long enough to see long-term neurological symptoms of people that use that improperly. I do actually am a huge fan of AI and utilizing AI properly. I'm not a fan of AI replacing foundational skills. I think AI can be utilized properly. Therefore, if I give my students the ability to use AI like ChatGPT and they use it within the proper bounds, I don't see an issue with it whatsoever. Would I rather have a poster of Donald Trump or me as a bisexual labubu on my wall? I'm gonna go with the bi labubu, even though I find those things terrifying and scary. I can't believe you guys like them. No offense. Is 16-year-old dating a 13-year-old bad? I honestly don't like saying bad or good. I would simply say, as an individual, as somebody who works with 13-year-olds, it's hard for me to picture a 13-year-old dating and focusing on a dating relationship as opposed to growing your own skill set and your own set of friends. What is the cheapest makeup product that I wear and the most expensive makeup product that I wear? I would say the cheapest makeup product that I wear is actually right here. I think you can get this on Amazon. This is the Broadway Ulta Lip Mango Butter Lip Gloss. You get a pack of like 8 of these for like $10. So I'm pretty sure these are like $1.20. And it's just a really good lip gloss. It's very hydrating, has a good scent, and it goes over lipstick well without lifting the lipstick. My most expensive makeup product, I guess my foundation. When it comes to foundation, I do like a good MAC foundation or Il Makiage foundation. Is it bad to date RFK Jr., the Secretary of Health? Yes, because he's married, and I'm just gonna say yes. You're kind of cute. First of all, thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure you're beautiful in your own way as well, because everyone's beautiful in their own way. So that's just like a thing. Israel or Palestine? I think you're able to support humanity. I'm really sick of that question of like Israel, Palestine, which one are you supporting? I think you could definitely denounce certain actions taken. I think you can denounce certain belief systems that are derogatory, but in the end, I am pro-humanity, and I think that gets lost. I think so many people realize, oh wow, Desmond is pro-humanity, therefore he must not be pro-Palestine, therefore he must be only pro-Israel, therefore you must support a genocide. No. Stop. It's about supporting humanity, period. Would you rather turn all medication into candy or all candy into random medication? I would rather turn all candy into regular medication, because I feel like that would really lower the price of medication for individuals that can't afford it or don't have insurance. It would be kind of a hit to the planet Earth to not have candy anymore, but everyone being healthier, and we got rid of all the candy, I gotta say life expectancy would shoot up probably to like 90. Can you imagine? I have an IEP not for a learning disability, but for a processing difference. So again, I won't lie to kids and I'm the wrong person for you. There's no such thing as a processing difference that causes an IEP. If you have a processing disorder and you process things slower, that is a learning disability that would qualify you for an individual education plan. And I never was into protecting kids' feelings, because lying to children make them think that they don't have to work hard. If you have a processing disorder, like I did as a kid, well, specifically it was a specific type when it comes to ADHD, it's kind of a working memory processing disorder, then you need to work harder. And if you're being lied to and saying your IEP is just because you're different, yeah, you're different in a way that makes things harder. Suck it up, get to work, and do the best you can. I don't think anyone ever was benefited from being lied to and sugarcoated. Sorry. I do teach history. You had an IEP for being insanely cool. Good luck with that. I don't think IEPs are bad. I think IEPs are one of the best kind of public school inventions that there has been. I think they're vitally important. I don't think we should lie to kids about why they're on an IEP. If you have a processing disorder, that's a pretty severe learning disability. That actually affects everything. It's not even like dyslexia or dyscalculia that only affects math or reading. I loved my IEP and it helped me out so much. You should never be embarrassed about being on an IEP. You should never be embarrassed about a learning disability. I think that learning disabilities are nothing to be embarrassed of. They're nothing to hide, just like physical disabilities are nothing to hide. Do you think blush blindness is a thing? I think that you get used to the way you look to the point where different things about you don't look as different to you anymore. If you want to call that like blush blindness, that's a thing, but that's just human nature, right? Like I'm so used to putting a large amount of blush on that I've gotten used to having a large amount of blush on, and I like having that large amount of blush. Like I could say the same thing to you, right? I'm like, do you have comment blindness? Do you realize that you're watching me in a room by yourself and you don't actually have any friends to interact with, so you're just critiquing the way my makeup looks when you don't have any makeup on and you probably don't have any friends, family, or anyone who actually wants to talk to you? Are you blind to that fact? Clocked. And the reason is because you are so used to commenting and giving your opinion on lives that it's like, oh snap, I didn't realize that I was being such a loser. But you are. That's fun. Okay, I'll end on that one. Love you guys. Hope this helps.